Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. This episode is called The Unemployed Financial Warrior. Today we're going to answer some viewer questions. Before I begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, follow, and comment on the show, as well as to tell you about HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a company which allows you to purchase live calls with more than 100 celebrities, movie stars, and athletes. A live 15-second call is $19.95 and a live 30-second call is $29.95. So give it a try. It's a lot of fun. You can talk to your favorite star, or you can purchase these calls as a gift for somebody on a special occasion, a holiday, a birthday, whatever the occasion. Once again, HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now let's get started. Today's first question is from Shannon, and Shannon writes, ever since I lost my job, I consider myself to be an unemployed financial warrior because everything is getting so hard. Everything is becoming a battle. Finding a job is really hard. Saving money at the store is really hard. Avoiding getting ripped off by the army of scammers who are constantly calling me, emailing me, and mailing me all these scams. Most of these scams, they just appear to be attempts at identity theft. Do you have any advice or recommendations for somebody in my position just trying to survive in between jobs? Yes. First of all, you're not alone. Depending on whose numbers you believe, there are between 35 and 40 million Americans out of work. Most of them are just like you. They are smart, hardworking, extremely well-intentioned, and they are just being confronted by tremendous economic forces that are working against them. So here's the advice. Whatever efforts you are currently making to look for a job, find a good deal on groceries, save money on a car, or just lower your monthly overhead and expenses, I want you to multiply those efforts by 5. Instead of sleeping 8 hours a day, I want you to sleep 7 hours a day and dedicate that extra time towards the pursuit of your financial goals. Next, I want you to take a chainsaw to all your expenses. Eliminate your cable bill and just keep the internet. Cancel everything else that is discretionary and is not going to help you financially in some way. Get rid of your dry cleaning bills. Stop going to the restaurant. Cut back on purchasing alcohol or cigarettes, or if you can manage it, stop spending money on those things entirely. They're not going to help you. Keeping your health up at this point is going to be more important now than ever before, because the healthier you are, the more energy you will have to pursue your goals. Purchase some inexpensive dumbbells and work out at home to increase your strength. Eliminate any junk food or bad food that you might be eating and stick with meat, fruits, and vegetables. Everything else is garbage. This will sound a bit unusual, but make a point of networking with more people that are employed or that own their own businesses. Don't ask them for a job the minute you meet them, but wait a few months, and then at some point down the road, let them know in a subtle way that you're sending out resumes or that you're looking for a job. If you have any jewelry other than your wedding ring, then consider selling it for cash. If you have anything else of value that you can live without, then sell that for cash as well. All that matters at this point is keeping food on the table for your family and trying to find a job and raising money for your bills. I want you to start calling creditors and trying to negotiate lower monthly payments while you're in between jobs. If you don't know how to go about doing that, then go to YouTube and there you'll see countless videos which teach you how to renegotiate your debts and your bills when you're having difficulties. You will also find countless videos on YouTube showing you how to save money, lower your costs, and how to make extra money. If you watch a couple hundred of these videos in your spare time, then I'm confident you'll find one or two that actually help you in some way. You'll have to seek them out though. Search for these videos. The next thing I want you to do is to make a list of your skills and capabilities and then start selling those skills on the various websites for gig workers and freelancers. There are many such sites, and you can find them with a simple Google search. On these sites, you can find gig jobs for countless things. These sites allow you to work whenever you want to work, and if I were you, I would register on as many of them as I could, and then just keep looking for freelance jobs and gig jobs. Last but not least, I would start calling small businesses and retailers and ask to speak to their manager. When they ask what this is in reference to, I would tell them that you're looking for a job and that you would like a chance to come in for a face-to-face interview just to prove that you can be an asset to their company. Now, I know what they're going to say. 99.9% of the people you call will tell you that you have to apply online. But if you persist long enough and hard enough, you may eventually find a manager or an owner who is impressed by your determination and your professionalism, and they give you a shot at an interview. Good luck. Next question is from August. August writes, I own a plane now and I'm thinking of selling it. Where do you think the market and the prices for planes is going? Well, I think the prices for planes are dropping just like everything else now. We're entering a market which is driving down prices across a broad spectrum of asset classes. If you can afford to take a small loss, then try and sell it. But if you can afford to hang on to it and keep it until prices rebound, then you may want to consider doing that. Just be warned. I suspect it'll be a while before prices return to normal. I'm guessing it'll be at least a year or two before things bounce back. You know your finances better than anybody. Just do an analysis of the plane's value and maintenance costs and determine how long you can hang on to it and how much of a price cut or loss you can tolerate on a potential sale. Dave writes, I love going to bars and nightclubs, but most of them are closed now. Any recommendations for an alternative that might be good for a single guy? Well, if you want to meet somebody and you're sick of the dating sites, then I would consider meetups or even doing things as old school as going to health clubs, churches, or sporting events to physically meet somebody face to face. A lot of the problem with dating sites is that they are now overrun with fake ads. So they become a tremendous waste of time for people looking to meet a real person. Look for places and activities where like-minded people will congregate. If you're into exercise, go to the gym. If you're into business, then think about going to seminars or conventions or meetups on topics that you'll enjoy hearing about or talking to other people about. If you're religious, then go to church. Next, we have a question from Sam, and he writes, my car is breaking down all the time and the repair expenses are killing me. I can't be without a car. What should I do? I would buy a used Toyota or Lexus and sell whatever you're driving now because the older it gets, the more often it will break down. One more thing you should keep in mind. When you get another car and you put your current car up for sale, don't be in a rush to sell it to the first person who makes the lowest offer. I have found that when people sell their cars, they can usually charge a 10 or a 20% higher asking price, if they're able to patiently wait another month or two to find the buyer willing to pay a little more for the right car. Also, don't make the mistake of just putting your car on one car site. Put it up for sale on multiple car sites. Just remember to charge a higher price. Your car has to be immaculate and super clean. Make sure you detail the outside and clean and polish the engine compartment because it has to look immaculate if you want to charge a slightly higher price. Next, Clark writes, I just started a new job and I already hate it. The hours are much longer than I thought they would be and the work is brutal. I don't know how much longer I can take this. What should I do? If it was me, I would stick with this job until I found another one. The market out there is really brutal, so you don't want to walk away from a job and end up out in the cold with no income. Believe me, no matter how brutal your job is, there are countless jobs out there that are much more difficult than yours, so I would persevere until I found something else. Nora writes, I'm trying to sell my house now in this very difficult market. What is the best way to get top dollar for it? Well, there are several things you should do. First, clean it, declutter it, and try and depersonalize it. Remove personal pictures and paintings. Go online and learn some great home staging techniques on YouTube or Google, and then apply those techniques to your house. The next thing I would do is to try and start a bidding war on your house. The best way to do that is to price your house 5 or 10% below its true market value, then hope that you attract multiple offers from various buyers all trying to get the house. Multiple buyers usually means a bidding war. So with that, I want to say good luck and thank you for watching. We will see you soon.